Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I'm going to be doing today is doing a romantic-based reading exclusively for you, which will be valid until the end of this month. And following this reading, I will be posting a July reading, giving you more specifics next month. I'm going to be using my Lenormand's deck. I've already shuffled the deck to save down on some time and illustrated your cards as we see here. Okay? So, gentlemen, prior to getting into your reading, I'd like to just make a few general assessments of your suits here just to see what energies are kind of pervading your reading. Okay, we have one diamonds there. We also have one spade. And we have two hearts. So what we have here is a predominance of hearts. So this suggests to me that your primary concern, it pertains to your emotional responses to a situation, be it affairs of the heart, your job, celebration, and a myriad of other events. You also might be partying too much and wasting too much of your money, Aries. And since there are no clubs really here that kind of in your reading, well, actually there is one here that's one that I overlooked. Since you only have that one club in your reading, you might want to put more ambition or enthusiasm into your pursuit for happiness. Okay? And also, I'm feeling that, perhaps you might be isolating yourself a bit too, or being a bit too stubborn when it comes to listening to other people's advice. Okay? You have a more of a numerical theme in your reading of adjustment of number 6 of just making changing the way that you're doing things so that your emotional situation can get a bit better. Okay, let's go on and look at your color interpretation. You have really several dark cards, or you have 3 dark cards, and you have two red specific type cards. So it's really not necessarily a real bad connection, but it shows that there are going to be a few delays, in relation to your situation. Okay, let's go on and look at a few other combinations prior to getting in more in depth into your reading. Okay, we have card 24 here, 34, and let's combine that with 20. And that shows a networking type business that some of you may have, or something you're dealing with customers, or perhaps dealing with something in retail. Okay, we also have card 34, and let's combine that with 28, and that shows that you're a successful entrepreneur and you're very independent. Okay, I also see 34 and 14. That shows perhaps some of you may have a surveillance type business, or you're an independent contractor, or again, you work as part of a sales force in some way. We also have card 34, and let's combine that along with card 18. That shows perhaps a pet business, or a partner, or consulting, or a fish and game type, industry or business. Okay? We have card 20, and let's combine that with card 34. That shows perhaps a trade show or a demonstration or an industry type union. Okay, we also have card 20, and let's combine that with 28. It shows that you're a very popular individual. You're a networking type guy. We also have card 20 and combine that with 14. That shows your work environment, your workforce, or colleagues. Okay, we have card 20, and let's combine that along with card 18. That shows a friend or a partner, or perhaps it could be a man that you already know somehow. Okay, we also have card number 18. Okay, let's combine that with card 34. Okay, and that shows again, business partners or colleagues. Okay, we also can combine 18 with card 20, and again, that shows acquaintances or networks or clubs or organizations. Okay, we have card number 18, and we can combine that along with card, let's see here, let's combine that with card 28. Okay, that shows, a companion of some sort. Okay, let's also combine card 18 with card 14. Remember, these are your future cards. So that shows disloyalty, in some sense. that shows that some of you could be, a part of a rescuer type industry, or even perhaps a medical assistant. Okay, let's move right along to just get you a little bit more information. Let's start with your bottom card. Okay, we have the anchor card here. And again, this is a relationship specific type reading, but as you can see, other issues have cropped up. So with the anchor card, gentlemen, this card is all about a desire for stability. And of course, this is stability in all areas of your life. It's all about courage, determination, but, it tends to carry worry with it. So it forebodes well for an emerging business, perhaps building a legacy of some sort. Therefore, it says that you feel like you perhaps are on a karmic cycle that will never end. And perhaps you've been away from your lover, okay? However, in a very short time, this card kind of forebodes well and says that the two of you are certainly you're going to reunite. Therefore, since the timing with this card tends to move at a slow pace, gentlemen, the key to resolving your issue is to kind of simply wait for all things to kind of resolve themselves. And it offers great hope. And, usually this card is associated to an air sign. It could be a Gemini, a Libra, or, in fact, an Aquarius. Okay? I'm going to give you two different interpretations from this reading, because it seems that it's not only talking about love, but it's also talking about your career stuff. So I'm going to give you my first interpretations from a love angle, okay? So remember, card 34 and 20 deal with your past or either the basis of the situation. So these two card gentlemen show that you feel you've been kind of going around in circles when it comes to your love life, and you feel that your lover has been kind of acting a bit thoughtless and perhaps one-sided. Thus, you have become tired of really experiencing communication problems in conjunction with this person that continue to block your progress. It might be blaming yourself a bit too much, but it appears that some of you might have decided to go in a different direction. Perhaps, even with someone new. Okay? And it appears that there might be two loves after you as well, which have kind of caused you to feel a bit torn in some sense. Okay? And I'm feeling a love bond or a renewed love is imminent for you. So what these cards are kind of telling you is to kind of stop worrying and, and just move on and try to put yourself into a happier atmosphere. Okay, I'm kind of feeling also an earth or water type personality, and earth, of course, refers to Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. And the water signs, of course, are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Okay? Now I'm going to go right along and give you my business interpretation, because I'm also picking up a lot of business things here. Okay? So card 35 shows that you are an entrepreneur, a business person who is very savvy and independent. You're very social, popular, and a bit of a party animal, if you will. Okay, some of you might even have dark grayish or dark brown hair and are well groomed. Okay, many of you may also have brown or hazel green eyes. It appears that some of you might work in sales or a consulting practice of some sort. Now combining this card with 20, okay, the garden, it shows a network or marketing business, or perhaps networking, perhaps with massive numbers of people, or even a nonprofit organization that looks like it has started to flourish for you guys. And, just moving along to your future, because this is your significator and these cards are your future here, those two cards. So looking at your future, gentlemen, the fox shows, it shows that, a friend might be working against you. A friend is very disloyal, sneaky, and full of lies. Therefore, this card asks you to kind of keep your eyes open for usually this card kind of refers to someone you work with. It's usually not necessarily someone you're dealing with, but most of the time it really is somebody that you're actually working with, and he or she could potentially be a scam artist and might trick you somehow. And like I said, it could be a medical assistant or a consultant, when you combine with card 18, which is the dog card. Okay, and I'm feeling that he or she is either a fire sign, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or perhaps a water sign. or Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And again, card 20 shows, you are also a bit of a playboy, Aries, and might play the field a bit. And you tend to love to party all the time. And although you might not be with a lover that you really want to be with at this point, this card is a great indication that, because this usually is also a signal of an old flame returning into your life. When you kind of see that card. Again, that refers to me to either a water sign type person, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or it could just as easily be the fire sign that I had mentioned to you earlier, the Leo, the Aries, or the Sagittarius. So, gentlemen, this is what I have for you at this moment. I'm certainly going to be posting a more elaborate reading for you guys for July. And again, as with any reading, this reading may not have resonated with everyone. But for those for whom this reading was meant, I certainly look forward to hearing your requests. Or not your requests, or just hearing your comments. As well as for those who have yet to subscribe to my channel, please take a moment to do so now. And if any of you are interested in a more personalized reading, you can certainly contact me at WAT61073@gmail.com. I certainly do appreciate your time, and I'll be looking forward to hearing your comments. Enjoy your day.